everybody. Welcome to Soul to Soul. I am your host, Medium Kelly Kristin, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for tuning into A1R Psychic Radio or Moonstruck TV. I hope everyone's having a great night. I hope you had a great week. I did. I actually this morning taught a master's class on past lives, so I'm just kind of roll with that and talk about that while we wait for a caller. It's a super interesting topic. Lots of thought on it. There's a lot of reasons we would want to access our past lives, and just for clarification, when I speak of past lives, I'm talking about lives that our souls have lived prior to this lifetime. So, why would we want to find out about our past life, right? What could that be for us? Well, it can bring, awareness. It can help us to grow. We can talk about or find out about things that we did in the past that we've carried over to this lifetime. What else? It can give us peace, healing, very important healing of our mind, body, and human. And I say that because our human is always messing things up. Sometimes we can gain insight into the purpose of our lifetime, this lifetime. Okay. What are some ways that we would do this, right? I'm sure a lot of you have heard of past life regression, and that is, done with someone who's trained, who's a professional, because it's kind of like a hypnotic state. And it's kind of like a hypnotic state, but you can do this yourself by through meditation and setting that intent to access a life that you once lived. And there's lots of things on YouTube where you can do like a guided meditation. And some of the things that we can bring with us are, maybe we find a skill that we had in the past or several past lives. Let's say, for example, communication. What if we were super good all the time at communication, and we are good at communication in this lifetime? That's validation. But also, on the other hand, what if we were good in other lifetimes in communication and we're not so good this lifetime? Well, once your superpower is communicating, then that gives you, the kind of boost that you need to work on your communication. It's just an interesting concept. Some people even believe that we live alternate lives elsewhere, or concurrent lives, or live our lives simultaneously. And right now, I think I'm leaning toward the concurrent lives. So this is my thought. If our soul lives in, let's say, the spirit realm, right? And we're having different lifetimes that are being led. And when we connect to our higher source, we're connecting to our soul that's in the spirit realm. I think it works. That's what I think today. Maybe tomorrow I'll change my mind, but it has nothing to do with being able to access and gain insight from our past lives. But enough of me talking about that, because we have our caller. And Ode, you're from Tampa,
Yes.
Florida. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. I love your name.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice. So what kind of reading were you looking for tonight? Or did you have something in mind?
So I was seeking some information, maybe to my grandpa who passed away. Things haven't been really great at home, and I was wondering if he had any advice or anything to reassure me about what's going on.
Okay, sure. I'd love to do that for you. Now, as I feel into this, I feel like this has been a pretty recent passing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because I just feel like,
My grandpa passing? Is that
yes,
what you're asking?
yeah,
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
no, no, he passed about 10 years
Oh,
ago.
oh, okay. Um, all right. I feel like I have someone that passed recent, more recent than that, but it doesn't matter. I'll tell you the message that I'm getting. I feel like there's a big hug for
Mhm.
you, and I feel like if it's your grandfather, it feels like he wants to lift you up, and because it feels like sometimes you might be like things might get so heavy that you feel like you can't stand on your own. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using that like as a metaphor. So, you can stand, but it just feels heavy. And it feels like this person wants to come in and actually hold you up, which is really beautiful. Um, I do feel that I'm getting messages of to speak up. And when I say that, I feel like it's referring to you maybe keeping things inside because you don't want to hurt feelings or you don't want to cause drama. But it feels like, you need to speak what's on your heart. Would you understand that?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. And is that difficult for you to do?
It was just a tough situation, um, with my parents, and, it's yeah, it's kind of hard to tell my dad everything that I think.
I understand that. I understand. Um, I keep hearing, be true to your heart, be true to your soul, um, that you are a beautiful, unique person. So let me ask you, did you and your grandfather have a really close relationship?
Very close, yeah.
Okay, because I feel like this is him speaking to you this and saying, remember who you are. Remember, and I feel like would he have built you up when you were a little girl even, like and said you're like, I don't know, a princess, you can do anything you want. You can be anybody you want to be. I feel like he's giving these sentiments to you now. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel like he wants to say that to you now. Remember who you are. Remember how strong you are. You're not alone, and I feel like sometimes you might feel like you're alone. Um, is there? I feel like is there any way for you to take a break from home?
Not really.
Okay. Um, Yeah, because it just feels like even, going somewhere by yourself, being alone by yourself, like, it feels like the energy is that surrounds you is all, other people's energy, and I also do feel like you are really empathic with that, and what I mean by that is you absorb other people's energy and take that on, so if you can't, like, go on a vacation or something, just going, somewhere peaceful, like a park or something like that, or I don't know if you actually live close to, um, the beach or something like that, going to the beach. It's just like a day trip to be by yourself and collect your thoughts. Do you think you'd be
Mhm.
able to do that?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Um, all right. Let's see. Do you have a specific question?
Well, to be more into it, I have doubts that my dad is actually having an affair with somebody else,
Okay.
and that's what, like, I'm basically, I wanna be able to help my mom however I can, but
I
I just
understand.
don't know
You
if
you don't
my thoughts are right, or if actually I'm just thinking too much and nothing is going on.
Well, I feel like that's part of the message that I just gave you from your grandfather, that it's not, for you to decide. Like, it's not for you to change it, if that makes sense. Like, don't feel that it's your responsibility. Um,
Mhm.
you can care and want and want good things for your mom and dad, but it feels like it's something that needs to be worked out between the two of them. And I feel your big, caring, beautiful heart, and I think that this is your nature to want to help, and I can feel your heart hurting. But I think what I'm feeling is that almost if you can step away, I keep getting that feeling of wanting to step away from it, step away from the issues, step away from the house, um, and be by yourself. Just for like a day, go somewhere, and think when you're outside of the house. Like, do you stay mostly at the home, or do you go to school or work?
Uh, I stay out of the house most of the time. I have school and work.
Oh, okay. All right. Because it just feels like, I feel like so much like when you're in the house, it's like you're in the house a lot, and it just feels like that energy is hard for you. But I'm glad to hear that you do get out and go to work and go to school. Um, I also I also want to tell you that your grandfather hears you when you ask for help from him, and I feel like you would know when he's around you as well. So just have that comfort that he hears you when you're talking to him, and he's there to help you. And is this your mom's mom? Dad? Your mom's dad?
No,
Sorry.
it's. I'm sorry.
Is your grandpa your mom's dad?
No, it's my dad's dad.
Oh, okay. All right.
He was very close to my mom too.
Okay. All right. Because I feel like he has your mom's best interest at heart, and he's going to do everything he can to help you. But once again, sweetheart, it is um, not your burden to carry, if that makes sense for you.
Mhm.
And Ode, we are out of time already. I'm so sorry, but I wish you the best of luck, and I'll send a lot of healing to you, to your beautiful, kind heart. And thank you so much for calling. And for
Thank you very
everybody
much.
else, thank you, sweetheart. And for everybody else, have a great week, and I'll see you next week.